Welcome, everybody. It's that time again, time for Total Chaos right here at Picks and Parlays. If you've never seen Total Chaos before, it's a little show where I take two expert handicappers right off of the picksandparlays.net site. I pit them head to head. I give them 5 games going down on Sunday, October the 12th. It's an NFL Sunday, and they're going to let me know, are they going over or under the posted total? Up first, we've got the champion, two-time champion, 2 weeks in a row. It's Terry Edelman. He went 3-2 against Higgs and beat him. Went 3-2 against, who was your last victim?
Rye Cape
and beat him. So you've got a total chaos record of 6-4 in the NFL. How's it feel to be the king?
Pretty good. I really was happy to beat Higgs, and I beat Rye Cape. And now, Tim, my eyes are on you now. Gotta be the 3-time champ.
So this is a little bit of a revenge match because you guys did a Total Chaos player props, the very first one of the season, and Tim beat you in the player props. So Tim, you are in your own right a Total Chaos champion. How do you feel? You want to keep your crown against Terry? You take Terry's crown off of his head? How's this going down? What are you feeling right now?
What's the makeup? You forgot to mention that I wiped the floor of Terry week 1 player props. So I'm not kidding. It's always fun to go up against Terry, and hey, whenever I get to do a video with you, it's always a good time.
Yes, well, shucks, make me blush. All right, guys, like I said, we're going to cover 5 NFL games happening this Sunday, October the 12th. They're letting us know if they're going over or under the total. Whoever gets the most correct comes back next week as the champion. Terry, you're the current champ, so you get to go first. We're starting out with the Cowboys at the Panthers. Both of these teams are coming off a win. The Cowboys just beat up on the Jets. The Panthers just beat up on the Dolphins. The total on this one opened at a 46.5, but now it's ticked up 3 points to a 49.5. Terry, does it go over or under 49.5 points?
Yeah, when I look at this game, we kind of have an over team on one side and more of an under team on the other side. Dallas, I'm not sure they've heard of the word defense, especially this season. Winning last week 37-22, going over. Of course, tying against Green Bay 40-40. The 31-14 loss against Chicago, and then a 40-37 win against the Giants. Dallas has been an over machine. Carolina doesn't have the best offense. They've kind of been really inconsistent. That 30-0 win against Atlanta, they looked really good. Then they got smashed by New England 42-13, and then beat Miami 27-24. So both teams are going over right now. And I know the Panthers maybe not a team that you would really want to bet an over 49.5 with, but I think this goes over.
Over we go. All right, Tim, what's your opinion on this one?
Hey Terry, we're going to agree right off the rip. This is a Cowboys team that we knew coming into the season. Like I thought this Cowboys team could be a playoff team, like a sneak playoff team, because of their offense. As long as Dak Prescott's going, he's got some good weapons. We knew that their offense was not going to be the problem. The problem was going to be defense, especially after they go and they lose to Green Bay. So after that, you really haven't seen much production from that linebacker group in Dallas. And we're seeing Carolina slowly start to put it together. Bryce Young starting to look good. Their running game was really good last week. They were down 17-0. And they came back. So their offense actually kind of proved it to me last week. I like the over in this one. It's gone from 46.5 to 49.5. It's going to end up, we're going to see 60-plus points in this game. I'm going to go over.
All right, that's what we call follow the money, people. When it goes that far, you just got to follow the money sometimes. We're both going over. Remember, when we agreed, those consensus plays tend to be the best ones of the show. Up next, we are looking at the Titans at the Raiders. Both of these teams are 1-4. Titans did just beat the Cardinals. They got their first win of the season. Raiders are coming off an ugly loss. I think it was 40-6 against the Colts. Total's hanging pretty tight at a 41.5. Tim Earl, you're up first on this one. Over or under the total?
Let's take this one under. These are two offenses that I was not high on coming into the year. You still got Cam Ward going for Tennessee, where we just really haven't seen much from him this year. You did see Tennessee win against Arizona in their last game. I did have them. I did not have them winning outright. That was kind of a miracle finish because you had one of the weirdest touchdowns. Is like a pick, fumble into the end zone, and they jumped on it. My God, that was like the craziest touchdown I've
I
ever
saw
seen.
the highlight on that, and it was like it's like that was playing in the background.
And that's basically how Tennessee won that game. You don't have that. That game sails way under. The Raiders, we just saw them only score 6 points against the Colts. Yeah, I'm going to take this one under the total.
That's probably a good call. Terry, are you agreeing or disagreeing with this one? Let us know.
Yeah, I can't say the words that I told Tim, but I told Tim describing this game, and I used some expletive words. But
say it. No, don't say it. We'll get canceled.
Say
it. No,
don't want to get us in trouble. But this is going to be an ugly game. I have zero intentions of watching this game, but that being said, I agree with Tim on the under here. It is a low total at 41.5, but Las Vegas, they've been giving up points. They gave up 40 last week to Indianapolis, 25 to Chicago, 41 to Washington, 20 to LA, the Chargers. But this Tennessee Titans team, they don't have a strong offense either. So I think this is going to be a game of field goals. And I think it's going to be a low-scoring, boring game that I won't be watching.
So maybe we should look into some field goal props on this game. Do either of you agree? I know you're both big player prop guys. Tim's slightly better than Terry since the player prop drop match that we had. But how would you feel about field goal props going into this game?
I feel like that could be interesting. You could definitely see this one finish like 16-13 or something in that nature. So I wouldn't talk anybody off field goal props, especially that these two teams really don't like convert once they get into the red zone. So I don't hate the field goal option.
All right. And Terry, you said it. So I feel like you agree with this idea as well. All right.
I do want to say Tim had an unfair advantage because he knows college players, and the 5 players that we talked about were all players making their debut from college. So he had the advantage there.
Did he? But weren't like 2 of them players on your Minnesota Vikings team that you love?
One of them was, and that's the one that.
And I got it right. So, anyways.
That's the one you got wrong. Hey. Listen, there's no crying in freaking football, all right? Although I will say that is like a fairly real thing that our Canadian handicappers, I don't want to say they don't do as well because Jesse Schul's in Thailand and he went 4-1 on college football last week, but some of our Canadian handicappers aren't as into college football as our American ones are because they're not their colleges, so there's that. I get that. No excuses, Edelman. Get back to work. All right. 49ers are at the Buccaneers. Both of these teams are 4-1. So kind of the opposite of the last game we talked about. Niners are coming off of Thursday night football, overtime wins against the Rams at the Rams. Bucs had a victory in Seattle. The total on this one is a 47. I see some 47.5s out there. So we're going to go with the hook. Terry, 47.5 over or under the total?
Yeah, this one here, it's kind of like the first game we talked about. The 49ers, more of an under team, in my opinion. Good defense, offense. They are 4-1, so they've got enough offense, even with all the injuries they've had, to be able to win games. But Tampa Bay on the other side, 38-35 against Seattle last week, 31-25 against Philly, 29-27 against the Jets. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers also 4-1. They give up points. They score points. So I'm going to go with the over in this one. I know the 49ers, not really a team that you might want to take an over with, but I think this is a back and forth affair and probably squeaks over.
All right, Timothy, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm going to take the over too. Even though you do have some injuries on the side of San Fran, and their offense was a little bit beat up, but they've been letting up points. And this is a Tampa Bay team that's going to run up and down the field with you. We've seen it the last 3 weeks, as Terry mentioned. And honestly, you got Baker, who's putting himself in the MVP race with how he's been playing the first 5 weeks. I know it's crazy to say that Like the best quarterback performances last week were Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold. So that's very interesting to see. But
it blew my mind. I heard that Daniel Jones has the best QBR rating. I was mentioning this in an earlier show.
Daniel Jones is up there too. It's just like, what are we doing
whoa,
right
where
now?
did that come from?
Yeah, normally we'd be hearing about Lamar and Josh Allen and like some of those guys, and you're hearing from these guys. Interesting. I took the over. I think it's a little bit too low. I can definitely see at least one team hitting 30.
All right. Up next, we've got the Bengals at the Packers. Did you guys just agree 3 times in a row?
Yeah, I know, it's weird. Can we not anymore?
Do we need to get a tiebreaker?
Win the game, guys.
No, I have a feeling I'm going to be against you on the last one. We'll talk about it in a minute.
Do I need to look for a tiebreaker?
No.
I'll find y'all a tiebreaker. Price is Right rules. Before we move on to our last 2 games, I do want to remind you guys to hit that thumbs up button for us. Pow, pow. If you like anything we're talking about, if you don't like anything we're talking about, drop your opinions into the comment section below. Let us know what you think. And don't forget to subscribe to the Picks and Parlays YouTube channel for us at Picks Parlays on X. We want all of your feedback, all of your likes, and all of your subscriptions, please. All right, one more game, and then I'm going to tell you guys about a super awesome special that we have over at picksandparlays.net, so you guys can get some premium plays, and then we'll do our final game, and then we'll do a recap. All right. Up next, we've got the Bengals at the Packers. Bengals have lost 3 games in a row right now. I know they've got some Joe Flacco business on deck. Packers are coming off a bye, so they're super well rested. The last time we saw them was that 40-40 overtime tie game that they played with the Cowboys. So what's going to happen here? We've got a total at 44.5. It's pretty much been hanging out right there. Tim, you go first. Over under 44.5.
I like the under in this game. And honestly, even if we're going to look a little bit deeper into it, I think the Bengals team total under is going to be a good spot too. This is a Bengals team that's just not scoring. Yes, they got Joe Flacco. Woohoo!
I like Joe Flacco.
Right. Joe Flacco is great. He's a little bit older, but you've got to get
I like older men. What? Is that a crime?
I was talking more for football, but I got what you mean. But no, I was looking at it and be like, how much are we really going to see from him? I'm plus it's going to be he's got like 4 days to kind of get into this whole system. I mean, Jamar Chase could possibly have a big game with him, but I'm just not going to buy into it. Packers coming off a bye, coming off of letting up 40 points to the Cowboys. I think they really dialed back into their defense. I think they're going to want to try to prove that one again, that they're one of the best defenses in the National Football League. I could easily see this game finishing like 31-10. So I'm going to take the under in this one. And if you guys are a little bit more interested in it, Bengals team total under.
Oh, and a Bengals team total under. All right. 80 points in the last game, and we're going under 44 on this one. I like it. That's how we do it. Contrarian plays. Terry Edelman, do you agree or disagree with this under?
We agree again.
Ooh, damn.
And trust me and Tim Earl, we do not usually agree a lot. So this is really surprising.
People have been blocked over this, okay? This is a big deal, these two.
The only reason I could see this game going over is if Joe Flacco throws a few interceptions. If he's throwing the ball to Green Bay in good areas, I could see this game going over. But I think the Bengals are going to keep the action on the ground. I think they're going to be doing a lot of running in this game. I don't think you want to kind of throw Flacco out to the wolves here. So I do think the run game will be heavy in this one. That's why I think it stays under. The Packers have been an under machine until their last game against Dallas, 40-40 tie. But other than that, they've been a very low scoring team. So as long as Flacco doesn't throw too many balls to the Green Bay Packers, I think this game stays under.
As long as Flacco doesn't get wacko, this game goes under. All right. So last game for the round is going to be the Lions and the Chiefs. But before we get to it, I want to tell you guys about our Weekend Warrior package going on over at picksandparlays.net. This is a killer deal for anyone interested in purchasing the premium plays of a professional handicapper. Say that 5 times fast. That's why they pay me the big bucks. Okay, so up on the screen, read along as we go. This weekend, you get every football play from your favorite Picks and Parlays handicapper for all day Saturday and all day Sunday for only $49. And then we're throwing in Monday night plays as well as a bonus. That's the deal. Head over to picksandparlays.net, sign up for the Weekend Warrior Pass, and start making some money with Tim Earl, with Terry Edelman, with any one of your favorite handicappers over at picksandparlays.net. All right, guys, final game for the round. And if we have to make a tiebreaker, we're gonna. It's the Lions at the Chiefs. The Lions have won their last 4 games straight. Chiefs are coming off their 3rd loss of the season. However, the Chiefs are the favorite here at home. It opened at a -1. I'm seeing it kind of all over. I see 1.5s, I've seen 2s. The highest I saw was a 2.5. Total opened at a 48.5. It jumped all the way up to a 52.5, and that's the number we're going off of. So Terry Edelman, total chaos champion. Do the Lions and Chiefs go over or under 52.5 on our Sunday night football matchup?
Over. We'll see.
Over.
We'll see if we finally disagree. Tim kind of thought we would, but I can't take an under with the Detroit Lions. Okay, week 1 against Green Bay, low scoring game. But ever since then, they've scored 52, 38, 34, and 37 points, giving up 21, 30, 10 to Cleveland, but Cleveland does not have an offense, so not surprising there. And then 24 to Cincinnati last week. And obviously Cincinnati making a quarterback change because of their quarterback play, and they were still able to get 24 points. Kansas City on the other side, we haven't seen a strong offense from them overall this year, but they got it going against Baltimore, 37-20 win, and then followed that up against Jacksonville, scoring 28 points, ended up losing that game. But it's a high total, but it's a high total for a reason, and this is, I think, going to be a back and forth type game, and I think it goes over the total.
All right, Tim Earl, for all the marbles, over or under the total?
This is perfect. Let's grab the under.
Woo!
I love this. I looked at this one like, I'm hoping that this is like the one that we disagree on, because this game seems like everybody thinks this is going to be like a 35-38, like the Bucks and Seahawks. I could easily see this one coming down to like a field goal at the end and it finishing like 27-24. Like, I feel like the line movement may be the difference in a win and a loss. And I will say I kind of like the Chiefs in this one. But I'll talk about that one another time. I just see this one as more of an under game. And I think you're going to, because Kansas City, when they do win, they're playing more defense. Their offense just hasn't been as consistent this year, and Detroit can play that defensive style too. So we'll be different on this one. Let's grab the under.
This is either going to be a really good total chaos or a really bad one, because they agree on 4. Cowboys and the Panthers are going over 49.5. The Titans and the Raiders are going under 41.5. 49ers are going over 47.5 when they play the Buccaneers. The Bengals take on the Packers. It's going under 44.5. We all agree on all that. As a little bonus side play, Tim Earl likes the Bengals team total going under as well. And the one we disagree on, it's the Lions at the Chiefs. Terry the Champ Edelman is going 52.5. He says it goes over. Tim Earl says it goes under. Whoever gets the most correct comes back next week as the champ. This is an exciting one. Look, he's already got Tim in the champ spot over there. Oh, I hope that's not foreboding. It might be. All right, guys, don't forget, jam on that like button, ring the bell for notifications, follow us at X at Picks and Parlays, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Terry Edelman, what do you got going on over at picksandparlays.net when our viewers come in to buy your Weekend Warrior special pass?
Yeah, well, now we have hockey back. So there's a ton of plays that I'm going to have over on the site. A little bit of CFL, probably not as much now as we head towards the playoffs until we get to the playoffs. But NFL plays, of course, little sprinkles in college football. I'm going to have a play up for Friday, so you might want to check that out. But yeah, lots of football plays. Hockey now is back, so tons of plays over on the Picks and Parlays website for me.
Let me tell you guys about Terry Edelman. He is really good at hockey, okay? And your hockey player props have made me quite a bit of money in the past. So I appreciate those as always. But if you are a hockey guy, so is Terry Edelman. He hablas your Espanol, okay? He hablas your language. So go over there and find out what he's got cooking. And you're really good at everything else too. He's also a big baseball guy, but these are like my Terry, tap into my Terry moments, So excellent work. Tim Earl, I hit him up like at least once or twice a week asking for his baseball plays through text. What are you on today? I want some action. So Tim Earl, tell the people, what have you got going on over at picksandparlays.net?
I bet a couple of things. I'm a big volume better. Baseball is, we've got the DS is right now. NHL just started up. We're not too far away from NBA, NFL, and college football, obviously. And then our favorite, college basketball, coming up soon too.
Yeah.
So lots of good stuff coming up.
And then little spoiler alert, because both of you guys both came to Picks and Parlays from my old show, Morning Wood, your original Morning Woodies, and we're going to bring back Morning Wood. College basketball season is coming soon. So guys, you better hit subscribe and ring that bell for notifications so you don't miss Morning Wood when it comes back around on the Picks and Parlays channel. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Have a great weekend. And like I always say, may the best capper win.